সো টুডে উইল স্টার্ট হাইড্রোজেন। প্রশ্ন আসুক তারপর আমি তোকে নিয়ে বসছি, ঠিক আছে? হাইড্রোজেন আমরা শুরু করব, নতুন চ্যাপ্টার। সো ফার্স্ট অফ অল হাইড্রোজেনের উই হ্যাভ টু রাইট দ্য ইলেকট্রনিক কনফিগারেশন, ঠিক আছে? কত অ্যাটমিক নাম্বার, কত মাস নাম্বার, এভরিথিং ইজ ইম্পর্টেন্ট। সেই হলো আমার হাইড্রোজেনের সিম্বল। অ্যাটমিক নাম্বার ইজ 1, মাস নাম্বার ইজ 1, তাই তো? এর ইলেকট্রনিক কনফিগারেশন কী হবে? ইলেকট্রনিক কনফিগারেশন ইজ সিম্পল 1, দ্যাটস ইট, ঠিক আছে? দ্য অনলি এলিমেন্ট with number of neutrons as 0, ठीक है? So here we have proton is equal to 1, neutron is equal to 0, again electron is equal to 1, but this isotope of hydrogen is called protium. So there are another 2 naturally occurring isotopes of hydrogen, naturally occurring, ठीक है ना? Artificially there are 7 isotopes of hydrogen, but naturally occurring number of isotopes of hydrogen is 3. So one is protium, another 2 is deuterium and tritium, ठीक है? Deuterium spelling is deuterium, tritium, ठीक है? डायट्रियम, ट्रिटियम. It is denoted by D, it is denoted by T. These 2 isotopes of hydrogen differs in number of neutrons. Here we have got 1 neutron, here we have got 2 neutrons. So how do we calculate neutron? We calculate number of neutrons by the formula mass number minus atomic number. Mass number is denoted by which alphabet? A, capital A, minus atomic number, ठीक है? Coming to chemical properties of hydrogen, hydrogen can have this 1 electron donated to attain a configuration of 0 electron, or it can have another 1 electron added from anyone else to attain a configuration of 2 electron. What does this mean?
Sir. Cool. This is hydrogen, so it can just give away 1 electron to have a configuration of H plus, ठीक है? It can give away 1 electron to have a configuration of H plus. This is positive hydrogen ion, you can say hydrogen cation, ठीक है? Another is hydrogen can also have 1 electron from others and form anion. This is called hydride ion, hydride. ठीक है? Within this hydride ion, this configuration is basically 2 electron configuration. So this is duplet configuration, তাই তো? Duplet configuration, or we can say this is to attain helium configuration, because helium also has 2 electron. This is to attain helium configuration because helium also has 2 electrons. So both are stable forms. H plus is also stable, H minus is also stable. Whenever H donates 1 electron, it becomes H plus. This is the most common phenomenon, ठीक है? Normally hydrogen follows this procedure or this method in most of the cases, ठीक है? So hydrogen has a plus what do you say, oxidation state বলি আমরা এটাকে, but you can take it charge, plus charge in most of the cases, in most of the compounds, except compounds which we call hydrides, this ones. In hydrides like metal hydride, sodium hydride, calcium hydride, potassium hydride, this way, ठीक है, lithium hydride, all these hydrides, hydrogen has charge -1. Other than hydrides, hydrogen will have charge +1, ठीक है. So what is the valency of hydrogen? Valency of hydrogen is 1, always, it will not change. একটা ইলেকট্রন আছে, ঠিক, এদের একটা নেবে অথবা একটা দিয়ে দেবে. Now hydrogen possess similarity to two groups of periodic table. একটা হলো group 1. Group 1 is also called group 1. Group 1 is also called alkali metals. So normally group 1 elements have 1 electron in their valence shell, ठीक है ना. So 1 electron in their valence shell. Group 2 elements কতগুলো ইলেকট্রন থাকে in valence shell? Group 2 elements এর কতগুলো ইলেকট্রন থাকে in valence shell? Group 2 elements has how many electrons in their valence shell? Two electrons, correct. Acha. But anyhow, hydrogen has 1 electron in their valence shell and that resembles with group 1, ठीक है ना, alkali metals এর সঙ্গে resembles. It also resembles with group 17. See, group 17 has, these are also called halogens, ठीक है, but group 17 has 7 electrons in their valence shell. Then how does it possess similarity? Because group 17 elements, these ones, do accept 1 electron to attain noble gas configuration, to attain nearest noble gas configuration. Gas configuration, ठीक है. But and also it has, this group 17 has valency of 1. So hydrogen also in some cases do accept electrons and form, কি ফর্ম করে, হ্যাঁ, কি ফর্ম করে আফটার অ্যাকসেপ্টিং 1 ইলেকট্রন, কি অ্যানায়ন ফর্ম করে, হোয়াট অ্যানায়ন বলো, অ্যানায়নটার নাম আছে না, একটা ইলেকট্রন যদি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে তাহলে হাইড্রাইডস, সেটাই বলছি. তো হাইড্রোজেন ক্যান অলসো অ্যাকসেপ্ট 1 electron to form hydrides, ठीक है. Next is, if you see this group 1 metals, তাহলে let's take sodium, group 1 metal, ठीक है. Sodium is a group 1 metal. So sodium can react with oxygen to give Na2O. Sodium can react with oxygen to give Na2O. If you see, hydrogen can also react with oxygen to give H2O. Only difference is sodium is highly reactive. Sodium is highly reactive. Hydrogen is not that reactive, ठीक है ना. Hydrogen is not that reactive as sodium, ठीक है. But both forms similar kind of compounds. Na forms Na2O H forms H2O. ठीक है. Next is, if we go to chlorine, so let us, if we react chlorine with oxygen, then also similar kind of compound will form. Cl2 plus O2, it can give Cl2O. ठीक है, chlorine oxide. So more or less same. Similarity with halogens and also alkali metals. Next, if you see this reaction, then the sodium has reduced oxygen. How? The sodium and oxygen, whenever they reacted, the sodium has donated its electron to oxygen and oxygen has accepted the electron. So donation of electrons means reduction. Donation of electrons means reduction. Similarly, hydrogen also donated electrons to oxygen, so it also therefore has reduced oxygen. ठीक है. So both are reducing. ठीक है. As sodium can also reduce others, hydrogen can also reduce others. ठीक है. That doesn't mean it can reduce anybody, but it has reducing property. ठीक है. तो लिखे ना, sodium and hydrogen or alkali metals and hydrogen both have reducing property. Now let's see this one. When hydrogen forms hydrides, it accepts one electron. Now this is acceptance of electrons. ठीक है. In this case, hydrogen donated electron. In this case, hydrogen accepted electron. So what is this process? Oxidation. ठीक है. Anybody who accepts electron oxidizes others. It got reduced. Hydrogen got reduced, but it oxidizes others. How? Because the electron is a bad thing. He has accepted electron, so basically he has helped others. ठीक है. Similarly, if you see fluorine, so when fluorine forms fluoride ion like this, so what does this mean? There was no negative charge. Here there is an increase of negative charge. It has accepted one electron. See. Okay. Clear? So fluorine से fluoride, acceptance of one electron. ठीक है. If you see this both these reactions, in this hydrogen has oxidized others. So how it has oxidized others? Let's see this. So if you react sodium with hydrogen, it forms 2NaH. In this case, hydrogen addition to sodium has happened, going by crude terms of oxidation and reduction. So addition of hydrogen means oxidation or reduction? Addition of hydrogen means reduction. ठीक है ना. Addition of oxygen means oxidation. ठीक है. So this process is reduction process. Who has reduced? Sodium. Yes. Sodium has reduced hydrogen actually. Hydrogen has not reduced sodium, because in this case hydrogen has accepted the electron from sodium. Because in this case we are talking about hydrides. In hydrides, this hydrogen is basically H minus. Right? तो H minus, तो hydride से hydrogen की H minus, so it has accepted electron. So when hydrogen has accepted electron to form H minus, where did it got its electron from? It has got the electron from sodium. So sodium has lost electron. Sodium has lost electron. So whatever bad thing sodium had, it has lost it. So sodium का अच्छा हुआ या बुरा हुआ? अच्छा हुआ. अच्छा हुआ. तो sodium got oxidized. Sodium got oxidized. Hydrogen got reduced. Let's take this one. Sodium plus chlorine ठीक है. Here this has become chloride. Chloride. So how does chlorine form chloride? Cl, it has transformed to Cl minus. So there is an increase of negative charge. So electron must have been added. Accepted, correct, no problems. So 1 electron. ठीक है. Chlorine accepted 1 electron, became Cl minus. ठीक है. So this is what process? This is what process? Accept করেছে electron. Gaining of electron is what process? Electron is a bad thing. You have got lot of electron inside you. That is good or bad? Bad, no good. Bad. So it is reduction. So chlorine got reduced. Chlorine got reduced. So that is what has happened over here. Chlorine has got reduced. Sodium. Yeah. No, don't go like that. Sodium has changed to what? Sodium has changed to Na plus. है ना? Sodium has changed to Na plus. So this is loss of electrons, right? Losing of electrons. So minus 1 electron. So this is sodium का क्या हुआ फिर? Now it is oxidation. ठीक है? So it has got oxidized. ठीक है? So see, when hydrogen from hydrides, when hydrogen is forming hydrides, it is acting as a what kind of agent? When hydrogen is forming hydrides, see this equation. Now first say whether hydrogen is reduced or oxidized. Reduced, so it will oxidize others. ठीक है ना? So when hydrogen लिख रखो, when hydrogen from hydrides, it will act as oxidizing agent. When hydrogen forms hydrides, it will act as oxidizing agent. Now we will go for preparation of hydrogen. So which compound in the world contains most amount of hydrogen? In earth, which compound contains most amount of hydrogen? Water. Simple. ठीक है. Now what is water? Water formula? No. Water's formula is not H2O. Yes. Water's formula is HOH. ठीक है. That is the formula. Water's formula H2O तो अशिक्षित लोगेरा बोले. ठीक है. शिक्षित लोगेरा बोले. Water's formula is HOH. ठीक है. Don't forget this. You can even write this in your examination. It doesn't matter. ठीक है. So now see, this HOH is divided into two parts. One is H, another is OH. ठीक है. So you just think it this way. What is this? This is a single bond. ठीक है. The single bond is formed by how many electrons? This single bond is formed by how many electrons? 2 electrons, correct. In these 2 electrons, one of the electron has been contributed by oxygen, correct. Another electron is contributed by hydrogen. Very good. So one electron from hydrogen, one electron from oxygen. So it has happened like this, right? This H and this OH. This had like this kind of things, and then it has bonded, formed a bond. Okay. So in this covalent bond, one electron each was shared by oxygen and hydrogen respectively. Okay. Now, if I break this bond from here, in between, so hydrogen will retain its one electron. So hydrogen with electronic configuration as only one electron stays as the hydrogen in the periodic table, correct? And this OH remains as OH with, say, this is the oxygen has total number of electrons 2,68 electrons. ठीक है ना? Last orbit oxygen कटा থাকে 6 electrons. So 6 electrons like this. One of the electron has been bonded with this hydrogen by this bond, correct? Bonded no? By this bond. This is the condition of the OH ions. Oxygen is not satisfied at this moment because oxygen does not have total of 8 electrons in its valence shell. How many electrons are there in oxygen now at this moment in the valence shell? Huh? 5. How can it be 5? I can see 5 on this side only, and this is total is 7. So total is 7 electrons, but it needs 8 electrons. 8 electrons will only be completed if it forms another bond. ठीक है ना? So see, after covalent bond, the total number of electrons has to be counted, including the bonds. That's why it has bonded, otherwise it wouldn't have. ठीक है ना? You cannot just count its own electrons. ठीक है? So if you see this now, this part. So this, if I go for intermediate cleavage, ठीक है? Both retains its electrons. So it will be H and OH like this. Now there is other kind of cleavage also, like this one. If I go for this kind of cleavage, that means at this moment this hydrogen comes out. Does it have any electrons? It had one electron, right? So it has given away to OH. So this hydrogen has lost its electron. This hydrogen has lost its electron. So when hydrogen loses electrons, what does it form? H plus, correct? বোঝা গেছে? So this will be H plus. OH normally had how many electrons? OH had in this bond, in this part. Okay, let's now draw this new OH. And this bond, how many electrons are there? Who has got these electrons now? OH. So can I put these 2 electrons over here? Any doubts? Can I put these 2 electrons over here? So OH originally had how many electrons over here? Let's see that this oxygen, how many electrons it had? 7. Now this oxygen has how many electrons? 8. So this oxygen has 1 electron extra than what it should have normally when it was individually. So if there is 1 electron extra, definitely there will be a negative charge. Hydrogen has given its electron to OH. OH has having a negative charge. So water is H plus OH minus. ठीक है? I am putting potassium in this water, cold water. ठीक है? Potassium in this water. ठीक है? Water নিয়ে potassium ফেলে দেব। করতে পারো? সমস্যা নেই। আচ্ছা। Now what will happen? There is something called metal activity series. We have already studied in chemical changes chapter. ठीक है ना? So it starts like this: potassium, sodium, calcium. After that, Mg, Al, Zn, Fe, then SN, PB, H, Cu, Hg, Ag, Au, Pt. In this metal activity series, the series is made in such a way so that the most active metal is placed at the top. Most active metal is placed at the top, and most active metal can displace other metals in the bottom. ठीक है, तो potassium can displace sodium. What does displacement mean? We will understand right now. Sodium can displace zinc. ठीक है, lead can displace hydrogen, but copper cannot displace hydrogen. Why? Because copper is below hydrogen. Copper cannot displace hydrogen. At this moment we are having potassium, and what is this? HOH. So it has one H and it has one OH. Potassium lying over there and H lying over here. Can potassium displace H? Displace means it will remove H from its position. Can it do it? Okay, let's do it then. So this OH remains as it is. This just মনে ভাববে, মন থেকে ভাববে, ঠিক আছে? Don't write anything, ঠিক আছে? মনে ভাববে, মনে কি ভাববে তুমি এটাকে? What is this? HOH, and HOH breaks into H plus OH minus, ठीक है? So ভেঙেছে H প্লাসে, H প্লাসে ভেঙেছে, OH মাইনাসে ভেঙেছে, ঠিক আছে? এখানে potassium is having how many electrons in its last shell? Correct. Potassium has only one electron in its last shell. It's a group 1 metal. Group 1 এ potassium আছে, দেখো 4th period. It's a group 1 metal having only one electron in its last shell. So what potassium would like to do? It would like to donate one electron like this. It would like to donate one electron like this. ठीक है? Now this OH minus has choice. What kind of choice? This OH minus can have hydrogen with it, hydrogen plus, or it can have K plus with it. Now OH minus will choose. So OH minus will choose whom? The better person. So here he will go to this table and he will see that potassium is the better person than hydrogen. So he will choose the better person. So this will change like this. K plus OH minus, it's a ionic compound, ठीक है? It will have like this, because we are talking about reactions inside water. Inside water, ionic compound will remain as ions, K plus OH minus. In books it's not written, but this is the correct one. In books it is wrong, ठीक है? Next, there is one electron left, so this part and this part is taken care of. Taken care of. There is one electron left and one H plus. How many electrons are there in H plus? How? Hydrogen had one electron. Hydrogen was already given away one electron. So H plus. How many electrons are there? How? Zero. Very good. Zero. Array. H had one electron. It has donated that electron and became H plus. H plus has zero electron. H plus has zero electron. H plus में है सिर्फ प्रोटॉन, न्यूट्रॉन जीरो, इलेक्ट्रॉन जीरो, ठीक है? So zero electrons are there in H plus, but H plus would like to take one electron. Then H plus takes this electron and becomes H, ठीक है? Now this H, whatever you are seeing, is an atomic hydrogen. This is not a molecular hydrogen. This is atomic hydrogen. So one H comes like this, another H comes like this, and it forms H2. Because this is stable state of hydrogen. Why? Because H has how many electrons? কতগুলো ইলেকট্রন আছে H এর? কি রাখবে জোরে বল? 1, একটা ইলেকট্রন. Now one electron is not a stable configuration. It will have stable configuration if it has 2 electrons, duplet near to helium, ठीक है ना? So how will it get 2 electrons? So hydrogen, one of the hydrogen atoms, see, whenever reaction happens, ऐसा नहीं है कि इट विल, आई एम गोइंग टू गिव 1 मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ वाटर, you are going to give 1 atom of potassium and 1 atom of hydrogen is going to get released. Many molecules of potassium, many molecules of water will come together, many atoms of hydrogen will come together over here as a product. So these atoms of hydrogen, or sometimes we call it nascent hydrogen, are like this, right? With 1 electron, electron dot diagram. কি রোহন ঠিক আছে তো, রোহন বোঝা যাচ্ছে তো? So this is going to form now both this hydrogen has how many electron? Let's take this hydrogen. How many electron is there? 2. This hydrogen 2. Both are satisfied. Both are satisfied. So now it is called molecular hydrogen. ठीक है? So this H, 2 of this H combines to form H2. Now how I will say, sir, how it is forming another H, how it will come, how will I balance, and all those things, problems are there. So now you can write it like this. See, as per this reaction, definitely 1 H will come. ठीक है? But you know, single atomic hydrogen is not stable. Right? Single atomic hydrogen is not stable. 2 hydrogens are required. It will form molecular hydrogen. Now after that you will balance. So this is 2 hydrogen. So here OH. So total number of 3 hydrogens are there. Here there are 2 hydrogens. Right? So here you make it 2 because odd numbers are not good for balancing. So here we are having 4 hydrogens. Here we are having 2 hydrogens. So we will make 2 over here. You can write H2 also if you are not comfortable with HOH. Okay? 2 hydrogens. Oxygen is balanced. Potassium is not balanced. So this is the equation that is given in your book. This reaction happens with cold water. Please write down. Happens with cold water. Next, there are certain other points you please write. This reaction is highly exothermic. Exothermic, lot of heat is evolved. Highly exothermic reaction. See, potassium is a very active metal. It reacts very fast with water. You just put potassium, it will burn. Okay? It will burn in water. I will show everything. First thing is it will react with cold water. Second is it is highly exothermic. Okay? Third thing is whenever you put it in a beaker of water like this, I am rubbing this part. So you can write the reaction is very violent. The reaction is very violent due to its exothermic nature, definitely. Write down. Look. Reaction is very violent. Okay. So suppose this is water. You put a potassium on it, it is going to burn like this. The flame color will be lilac. Why? See, first thing is it is going to form hydrogen. Hydrogen burns with a which kind of flame? Pale blue flame. Now the problem is, in this part, the reaction is highly exothermic. So lot of heat is evolved. When lot of heat is evolved, some of this potassium changes to potassium vapor. And we know very well, potassium has a flame color of lilac, violet types. So that is quite lilacish. Okay. So this potassium vapor we'll add lilac color to the flame. ठीक है, presence of potassium vapor will add lilac color to the flame. देखो पुरोटा लिखे ना आबार. Proceed. Okay, waiting. Okay, next thing is handling this potassium is very dangerous. ठीक है, readily catches fire in air. Why? Potassium is a very active metal. Why? Very active metal. So potassium will react with water, oxygen in air, ठीक है ना, and it will form K2O. What is this reaction? Oxidation reaction. Anything reacts with oxygen means it is burning, combustion. Anything reacts with oxygen, it is called combustion. It is not only that carbon and paper is burning in oxygen is combustion. Potassium burning in oxygen means combustion of potassium. Paper burning in oxygen is combustion of paper. So similarly potassium burning in oxygen is combustion of potassium. So it readily catches fire and it is very dangerous to handle it by your own hand, or even it is dangerous to keep it somewhere. So that is why what happens, we keep this potassium is kept under kerosene. Kerosene oil, ठीक है, it is kept under kerosene oil so that it doesn't react with the air, ambient air, atmospheric air. ठीक है. So whenever you handle this potassium, you shall handle it by some tongs kind of thing. Tongs মানে দেখেছো? tongs দেখেছো? কোথায় দেখেছো? হ্যাঁ, কারেক্ট, ভেরি গুড, মিষ্টির দোকানে। হ্যাঁ, রসগোল্লা দেওয়ার জন্য যেটা ইউজ করে ওটাই টং। ওটা রসগোল্লার টং, এখানের ক্ষেত্রে টংটা একটু আলাদা হবে, লোহার হবে, আর কিছু না। ওটা জেনারেলি অ্যালুমিনিয়ামের কিংবা একদম পাতলা স্টেনলেস স্টিলের হয়, ঠিক আছে না? হয়ে গেছে, ফিনিশ। Now we are going to study about sodium and its reaction with water. Quite similar, also kept under kerosene oil. So now it is sodium plus water. So water is HOH, so please react it with sodium and give me the product. NaOH, OH will take up sodium instead of hydrogen because sodium is a better person. So NaOH, and Ruparna, what will be the other product? NaOH will take this OH part is going to take this Na. NaOH, H2, very good, H2. After that you need to balance 2H2O, NaOH, 2Na. ठीक है. This reaction is also very violent, it is right. This reaction is also very violent, but not as violent as in case of potassium. But not as violent as in case of potassium. Okay. Sodium also catches fire when you put it outside. ठीक है, please write. Sodium also catches fire when you put it outside. So it is also kept under kerosene oil. Okay. Sodium also catches fire when you put it outside, so you keep it under kerosene oil. Okay. Now in water, you are putting this sodium. What will happen? Sodium will burn. Why? Reaction is still exothermic. Have you written? This reaction is also exothermic, highly exothermic. Okay? Not as exothermic as in case of potassium, because potassium was higher up in the series, but it is still exothermic. And it will catch flames. This flame is due to? This flame is due to? Huh? Due to what? This, first of all, this hydrogen is going to get produced and it will burn with a pale blue flame. But the color of this flame is golden yellow. Why? Because sodium vapors will be there and it will impart golden yellow color to it. It will impart golden yellow color to it. So please write, hydrogen burns with a pale blue flame, sodium vapors will impart golden yellow colors to it. So it imparts golden yellow color to the flame. Next is sodium and potassium both are reacting very violently with water. Hello. Sodium and potassium both are reacting very violently with water. To reduce this violent reaction and to have a smooth reaction, what we do? We use sodium Hg alloy or potassium Hg alloy. Is used with water, write down, is used with water to have a smooth reaction. To have a smooth reaction. Whenever a metal is alloyed with mercury, it has some special name. It is called amalgams. So we call it sodium amalgam or potassium amalgam. Okay? And this process is called amalgamation. Okay? Amalgamation means nothing but mixing. Okay? So what we will use for smooth reaction? Sodium amalgam or potassium amalgam with water. Reaction will be smooth, not violent. Okay? Rub this, sir. Calcium plus water. Calcium has, what is the electronic configuration of calcium? First of all, number of electrons calcium. Hello. 20. ठीक है ना? So what should be the electronic configuration? So what it should be its valency? 2. So calcium will break into Ca2 plus 2 electrons, right? ठीक है ना? Ca2 is stable, noble gas configuration. Plus I'll write this as H plus OH minus. Can I write? ठीक है? So OH minus will choose whom? H or calcium? Metal activity series, calcium, ऊपर है. So this OH minus has one negative charge, valency 1. This has 2 positive charge, valency 2. So whenever these two combines, what I'll do, I'll write it like this: calcium hydroxide, valency 2, valency 1. I'll have cross multiplication, and what it is going to form? This is going to form calcium hydroxide CaOH whole twice. So this time it is not CaOH, this time it is CaOH whole twice, plus H, but H cannot be alone, so it should be H2. So if I want to write this will be, don't worry about the balancing that this is one OH, you have written two OH. Balancing we are going to do separately. ठीक है ना? Plus H2. So let's now check out the balancing. Calcium 1 1 balanced. Hydrogen, there are two hydrogen, two OH. See, the balancing is so easy when you count it as H and OH. Two hydrogen, two OH. Just think it otherwise, like this. One hydrogen, one OH. Multiply into two. Two hydrogen, two OH. Two hydrogen, two OH. Finish. Okay. So this is the equation. In this, and never show these things in examination. This is for your understanding. Never show this thing. You will show maximum this part. That's it. হয়ে গেছে? ডান? প্লিজ রাইট। হয়ে গেছে? লেখা হয়ে গেছে রিয়াকশন? ওকে, ভেরি গুড। কোথায় লিখলে তুমি? এগুলো লিখলেই না। ইলেকট্রনস, ক্যালসিয়াম 2+ অ্যান্ড অল, ওয়ার তোমার মনে থাকবে? আমি জানি না তোমার, আমার তো মনে হয় না তোমার মনে থাকবে। ওকে, ইউ ক্যান অল, আচ্ছা আগে লিখে নাও। কিসে রাখবি বল? কিসে রাখবি? আর কিসে রাখবি বল? তুই একটা অপশান দে আমায়, আমি সেটাতে রাখবো। সর্ষের তেলের তলাও রাখতে পারি, অসুবিধা নেই। রাখবি তুই, প্রবলেম নেই কোনো, রাখবি, কোনো সমস্যা নেই। Kerosene easily available organic compound. It doesn't react at all with sodium. That's why. Okay. Next is, this reaction is not as violent. This reaction is less vigorous. vigorous. This reaction is less vigorous. So calcium doesn't really burn in water. Reaction is smooth. Okay? There is some observation in this reaction, unlike the other reactions. Okay na? In this reaction, the observation is, basic observation is, the solution turns turbid, milky, due to this formation of calcium hydroxide. It will turn turbid or milky. Okay. Along with that you write, these are observations. Along with that you write, bubbles of hydrogen, bubbles are seen basically. Hydrogen আছে কি অক্সিজেন আছে, তো বাবল থেকে বোঝা যায় না? Bubbles are seen. Magnesium, similar kind of reaction. I don't need to show you anything. Mg plus HOH. Somebody answer. MgOH whole twice plus H2. Balanced? So balance it. Magnesium does not react with cold water, so this is hot water. Two H2 balanced. Magnesium also reacts with steam. What it will be the product? See, when we are talking about steam, this H plus OH minus things will not arise, because when you are talking about reaction with steam, ionic reaction does not happen. Ionic reaction with water only happens, this formation of ions only happens if it is in water, in liquid state. In gaseous state, no H plus OH minus is there. So the reaction will be between magnesium and not OH, only oxygen. So when magnesium reacts with oxygen, what does it form? MgO, magnesium oxide. So this time there is no H plus OH minus if it is steam. It is going to react with only বোঝা যাচ্ছে না বোঝা যাচ্ছে না কি বুঝতে অসুবিধা হচ্ছে কোনটা হ্যাঁ রিয়াকশনটা করিনি এখন হ্যাঁ স্টিমের সাথে কি প্রবলেমটা কোথায় বলো আমি বলছি ওয়াটার ইফ ইট ইজ লিকুইড স্টেট দেন ইউ ক্যান টেক H plus OH minus. It is not liquid state steam, no H plus no OH minus. So magnesium now will react with what? The most electronegative element of that reactant. Which is it? Oxygen. So just think about magnesium and oxygen. So just put magnesium over here, oxygen over here. Magnesium valency is 2, oxygen valency is 2. Do cross multiplication, MgO. ठीक है? So put MgO plus MgO plus बोलो H2 ও তো চলে গেল এর সাথে চলে গেল বাকি পড়ে আছে কি H2 yes. So if it is steam it's oxide, if it is water it's hydroxide. Hey. Next reaction is again with steam but with aluminium. So I think you should be able to do it. Aluminium with steam 800 degrees Celsius. So the reaction becomes more and more heat intensive. You require more and more heat because the activity of metals are coming down. Now you have to react it with giving some energy from outside. So aluminium plus, but it is steam because we are talking about 800 degrees Celsius. It will definitely be steam. 800 degrees Celsius, water will definitely be steam. What will be the product? হয়ে গেছে তোমাকে করতে হবে সব আমি বলে দেবো না ইউ হ্যাভ টু ডু ইট ঠিক আছে দিস ইজ জাস্ট লাইক ম্যাথমেটিক্স হয়ে গেছে ইয়ে সুবর্ণ সো অ্যালুমিনিয়াম উইল রিঅ্যাক্ট উইথ হোয়াট রূপর্ণা অ্যালুমিনিয়াম উইল রিঅ্যাক্ট উইথ হোয়াট OH. This is steam. Steam A, no OH. Consider only the most electronegative element of the reactant, oxygen. So aluminium will react with oxygen, form what? Do you know the valency of aluminium? Have you did a cross multiplication like I did? Are you smarter than me? That you will say the answer directly? Did you write aluminium and oxygen side by side? Put the valencies. What is the valency of aluminium? Aluminium valency 3, oxygen. So what will be the product? So aluminium has taken out oxygen, remaining is hydrogen. Now you balance it. So 2 aluminium, done. I would prefer in case of steam you don't write HOH, you write H2O. Easy for balancing. Zinc with steam. Product Zinc with steam, what will be the product? Very good, that is the procedure. That is the, but you need to write down the valency of zinc there. Have you written? No, right. Correct. Plus very simple, no balancing problems also. Zinc with steam. Okay, done. Everybody, ZNO plus H2. Iron plus H2O. Steam. See, this is a typical reaction because iron has two valencies. Iron has variable valencies 2 and 3. So there can be two possibilities. One is 2, one is 3. This will be 2, this will be 2. So there can be a formation of Fe2O3. There can also be a formation of FeO. If you just add this 2 and just try to count how many iron is there. 3 iron, so Fe3. Oxygen, there are 4 oxygen, Fe3O4. So please write Fe3O4 plus, what will be there? Iron has taken out oxygen, what will be remaining? Hydrogen. Okay. Now as you know, iron is very lesser or lower in the series rather than when you are talking about potassium and sodium. So the reaction will be very slow. This reaction will be reversible. Okay. This reaction is not easy to conduct. Okay, this reaction will be reversible and not at all easy to conduct. Okay, so when we are talking about a reversible reaction, that means this reaction after some time, just after some time, is going to have backward reaction. That means Fe3O4 will react with H2 to form Fe and H2O again. First of all, we need to balance it. 3Fe, 4H2O, balanced. Okay. So some part of this reactant is also going to form this part. Okay, so this is going on. So how can I stop this? How can I maximize my production of H2? Maximization of production of H2 will only happen if you keep the forward reaction going in the right hand direction. Somehow you have to stop. There are two reactions. One is Fe plus H2O giving Fe3O4 plus H2. Another is Fe3O4 plus H2 giving Fe plus 4H2O. Which reaction is good for you? Which one you want to make? Right side wala na? You want to produce hydrogen. So this reaction is what you are going to or like to have. But it's not happening. So somehow you have to continue this reaction. You will not allow Fe3O4 and H2 to react to form this one. How it is possible? How will I not allow something that is happening? How will I not allow? Is it possible? See, whenever there is formation of Fe3O4 and H2, it will react back and form this one. It will react back when it is present. It will not react back if it is not present. Yes, thank you. So you just remove Fe3O4 as soon as it gets formed. As soon as it gets formed, you just remove Fe3O4 continuously. So if there is no Fe3O4 in the reaction mixture, who will react with hydrogen? Clear? Na clear na? Clear, Sushmita? If there is no Fe3O4, who will react with hydrogen? Suppose you kept some paper and some oxygen, it will burn. But if you have not kept the paper, then it will get burned. So you are removing this Fe3O4. So to keep the forward reaction going, you have to continuously remove Fe3O4. Okay? So write down. To keep the forward reaction going, you have to continuously add Fe3O4. Continuously remove Fe3O4, sorry. continuously remove Fe3O4 and continuously add Fe, iron. Continuously add iron, because as soon as you add iron continuously, reaction is between, suppose you are burning some paper, so after some time paper will get finished, so but you want to burn more, what will you do? You will put in more paper. So after some time this iron is finished, so how will you continue? Put more iron, simple, forward reaction will continue. So you have to remove Fe3O4, you have to keep on adding Fe, so forward reaction will continue. This reaction is normally carried out at 700 degrees Celsius. Write down. In case of magnesium, zinc and aluminium, reaction stops after some time. Because after that next paragraph, MgO, Al2O3, Al2O3, zinc oxide, that is ZNO, MgO, Al2O3, ZNO sticks to the surface of the metal and does not allow steam to come in contact with metal. ठीक है, it will not allow steam to come in contact with the metal. ठीक है. अच्छा, every reversible reaction, we are talking about reversible reaction over here. Every reversible reaction at a certain point of time will reach something called equilibrium. What does this equilibrium means? Equilibrium means any reversible reaction, suppose A gives B, all the time A will give B and B will give A, all the time, any reversible reaction. So there is a rate of reaction, that is rate of formation of B from A and rate of formation of A from B. Rate of formation of B from A, that is this reaction, so suppose A to B, this is a reversible reaction, so this is forward reaction. So rate of formation of B can be written as RF, rate of formation of rate of forward reaction rather, ठीक है ना, rate of forward reaction. From B, if it goes to A, it will be called as rate of backward reaction, so I can write RB. After certain point of time, this rate of forward reaction will be equal to rate of backward reaction. After certain point of time, at that moment of time, from outside it will look like the reaction has stopped, because both the reaction rates are same. As many molecules of B is getting formed, that many molecules of B is again getting converted to A. ठीक है, बोझा গেছে নাকি না? Clear? So now this point, when rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction, is called chemical equilibrium. Has the reaction stopped here? No. From outside you are seeing it has stopped, but actually A is also getting formed to converted to B, B is also converting to A, so both are happening continuously. So at this moment, when RF is equal to RB, chemical equilibrium has reached. Now what will you do? As chemical equilibrium has reached, this kind of chemical equilibrium will be called as dynamic equilibrium. Please write dynamic equilibrium, because reaction hasn't stopped. This kind of equilibrium is called dynamic equilibrium. Reaction has not stopped, reaction is going on, but from outside you are seeing that reaction has stopped. This not only happens in chemistry, it happens in physics also. How? Like when you boil water, after certain point of time, suppose you have kept at say 100 degrees Celsius. After say certain point of time, you see that boiling is not going on. Boiling has stopped. It's a closed container. It's a closed container. So from outside, it's a glass vessel. You can see boiling has stopped. कुछ boil हुआ है, उसके बाद water is there, vapor is there. So boiling has not stopped. Boiling is going on. The number of molecules of water going into vapor and the number of molecules of vapor coming again to liquid state is same. So from outside you are seeing everything has stopped, but from inside this process is going on. As both the process has, the rates of the process is same, so that is what we call, you can call it a boiling equilibrium, but that is also dynamic equilibrium. ठीक है?